Hi, how's it going? I'm Natalie and we'll see in a moment. And we're looking at the twin flame energies for the end of September going into October. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating. It means so much to me. I truly appreciate it. And with that, let's get started. What is going on for the twin flames the end of September? Going into October, the Sun card. Wow. This popped up as a clarifier in this exact space, the union space, in last week's reading. This is the most positive card in the deck, and it just goes to show you can see these energies moving into a more and more positive light. It's being filled more and more with light. This connection between the two of you, this connection to something greater than yourself. Your energies have expanded to a point where you can take in more light, where you can take on more responsibilities in this awakening, in this service to others. So here we have the Sun, and we know that when reunions come around, whether it's reunions with your twin flame or your soul family or your soul mission, just something that really deeply resonates with you. You know, it's like something that you're meant to do in this life, person you're meant to cross paths with, a love that you're meant to have and share and grow. When that comes into your life, everything aligns. It is happiness and joy. That's where we're at, twin flames. Happiness and joy. Did you ever think we would get to this point where we can finally enjoy the fruits of our labor, where we can finally smile and enjoy this journey? It's meant to be enjoyed, but it's been tough. Well, we're here now. Okay, so what is going on for the twin flames? End of September going into October. Clarifying the Sun card. All right. So we have the Ten of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the King of Swords. All right, so there is definitely a feeling for twin flames that the wait is over, the fog has been lifted. You know, even if you've completed your dark night of the soul a while ago, or you've recovered from completing your dark night of the soul for a while now, or have recently, there's a sense of you're not waiting anymore. There's nothing feeling like you're dreading. You know, there's sometimes when you're on the twin flame journey, when some spiritual work pops up and it's something you do not want to look at, and it's like, ugh, like I know I have issues with my family member. I know I have issues with that part of my identity, or you know, that thing that happened in the past, or that thing about my career. Like there's something you just don't want to look at. You kind of put away in that drawer and tucked it away to maybe not have to look at for a while. That feeling is not there anymore. You know, even though this journey lasts for your entire lifetime, for lifetimes beyond this and before this, there's a sense of finally I can just live my life happily, not waiting for someone to come in, not waiting for something to manifest. I'm just in it now. I'm in this joyous energy. And then we have the King of Swords that came out face down, which for me means that there's communication coming in that you are not aware of, that you don't even see coming. So whether this is from your twin flame or a soul family member or someone that is meant to cross paths with you and enlighten you, help you with something, or give you an opportunity. This could just be a stranger on the street, or an old friend you haven't seen for a while. Or an ex. Wow, that's really spirit. Yeah, possibly an ex popping up, or your twin flame. There's communication coming in for twin flames that is unexpected, but that's what's happening at this point, where twin flames are feeling very abundant, very positive, very aligned with their highest and best path. You are going to have stuff pop in. You're going to have very prophetic dreams that like are predicting what's going to happen in the next cycle of your life, this rest of this year, or the beginning of next year. You might also have visions. You might also have an entourage appear to help you, because reinforcements are here. If you watched my September monthly extended, where I go into every week in September, you saw that I mentioned that you are going to have reinforcements come in. These are friends, family, soul family members, people that are like-minded, that have similar interests, and angels, archangels, your spirit team, you know, ancestors, passed over loved ones. These beautiful light sources are here for you to use, to help guide you, to help you. All you have to do is ask. All you have to do is ask. They're right there. And it is likely that since we're starting this new cycle, that a lot of you have been getting a lot of prophetic dreams, twin flame dreams, soul mission dreams, just everything that has to do with this new chapter of your life. All right, so what is the Divine Masculine up to? How does the Divine Masculine feel about the Divine Feminine at this time? How does the Divine Masculine feel about their Divine Feminine at this time? The World card in reverse and face down. Okay, so interesting. The Divine Masculines are feeling kind of like they don't have a clue of what's going on. They're like, what is going on right now? Everything in their life is changing, is mixing up. You know, they're figuring out new truths. They're discovering new things about themselves, new things about this connection with you. And it's like the world is flipping upside down, coming inside out. It's like there's a lot going in. You know, they're seeing a lot of their inner aspect in their environment now, you know, as above, so below, as within, so without. So they're seeing a lot of things that they have been thinking about in regards to themselves, like, you know, who am I really? Do I really want to pursue this career? But I'm really interested in these different hobbies. And then they just, you know, like a ad pops up to take a class in the particular hobby that they were just thinking of. It's like, what is going on? I was literally thinking that, and then it just manifested, you know. I've been really wanting to learn how to make this specific recipe, and then all of a sudden, you know, their friend was just like, oh, hey, by the way, like, I was looking through some of my old stuff and I found this old recipe, and I remember you said you wanted to make it, and, you know, here you go. So things like that are happening for the masculines, where, you know, things that they've been thinking about, wanting to do, have been curious about, is manifesting right in front of them very quickly. And that's just shows, like, twin flames have incredible manifestation powers. And since your energies, both the Divine Feminine's and Divine Masculine's energies, are coming into you guys are already in union energetically, but since we know we're in the manifestation of physical union, some of you have already started your physical union, some of you are in the process of it, and it's coming up very soon. Your manifestation abilities are going to do things like that for you. So the Divine Masculines, you know, some of them are like, what is going on? This is crazy. Everything I think happens. And some of them that are aware of kind of this spiritual journey, of the awakening process, of ascension symptoms and all that, they're kind of enjoying this time, you know, having fun with this energy. Okay, well, how does the Masculine feel about the Feminine? How does the Divine Masculine feel about the Divine Feminine? Okay, so we got the King of Pentacles, feeling very abundant. So, as I said last week, a lot of the Divine Masculines are aware that they're being divinely guided at this time. For a lot of them, for a stable, secure, physical, romantic relationship. For some of them, it's going to be career, in finances, feeling some stability and security and sense of home in their physical environment and who they are, their health. But for most masculines, it's definitely more than one of these things. And so that's why, even though their world is like turning upside down and all these, this energy is like, it's creating a lot of fun, I want to say, because it's like, it's interesting, it's new, it's different, it's a different way to see life, existence, and it's really inspiring them and encouraging them to be more intuitive and play with these energies and get involved with the energies. And they know they're being guided to something big right now, as you said in last week's reading. Like, they know something great is here. It's manifested. They're in it. Wow. So how does the Divine Feminine feel about the Divine Masculine? Wow. Okay. Wow, the King of Pentacles again, and the Seven of Cups. King of Pentacles, just like the Divine Masculine's heart space. So the Divine Feminines and the King of Pentacles came out face down. So the Divine Feminines are feeling these possibilities start to unfold for them. So while we're starting this like new cycle, while we're in it, while we're actually physically manifesting it, with that comes all these new energies for your joint path together. So this came up in my personal readings recently, where a lot of you are getting a lot of energy because your physical union is manifesting, but while you're grounding your physical union, you are also getting new energies for other things coming up in your physical union. So you're manifesting union right now, physical union, right? Or the next level in physical union. But along with that, you're also getting these new energies that are for this next cycle of your life. So this is what's going to be happening in the next six to 8 months, the next year, 2-3 years, next 5-10 years. So whatever is on that path for the two of you, those energies are coming down. The possible new home you're going to buy, the possible new pet, the possible child you're going to bring into your life, the possible grand vacation, a trip around the world, or whatever you guys are going to bring into your combined life path at this time. You're bringing in those energies now too. So you might get a little bit exhausted, overwhelmed, excited. Maybe you're going to catch yourself daydreaming a lot, and that's just because all these possibilities are unfolding for you, and they're coming in while you're grounding this physical union. So with this physical union, you're now starting to plant the seeds for this next cycle in union with your twin flame. So all these things, all these big things that are going to come into your life, those energies are starting to come in now too with your physical manifestation of your union. And it's funny because the Divine Feminines are not particularly seeing what the Divine Masculine thinks about all this, like, whether they're going to be in their life and in what way, and if there's security and stability there. All they can feel right now is this plethora of choices and opportunities and life paths coming in right now, those energies. So the Divine Feminines are kind of, in this kind of, they're like, their head is in the cloud, they're daydreaming, they're fantasizing, they're planting a lot of new seeds. How does the Divine Feminine feel about the Divine Masculine? Wow. Victory, public, physical victory, and playful, while these energies kind of integrate into your physical life. You're having fun, Divine Feminines. You're seeing things in the physical. You're seeing results. Even if it's a little bit at a time, it's fun. It's an enjoyable time for both twin flames right now. It's getting good. It's getting good. Okay, so the Divine Masculine's thoughts towards the Divine Feminine. Wow, the Ace of Pentacles, came up straight up right away. No BS, you know, just straight up offer, opportunity. This is a great business opportunity. This is a great relationship opportunity. This is a great opportunity to move in together, or move closer together, have a child together, get married together. You know, whatever this opportunity is, it's a big one, and it's upfront. It's not like, is this the offer? There's no questions. There's no confusion about it. It's this is it. This is what I want. This is what I would like with you. Here it is. Straight up. I would like a straight up answer back. No ifs, ands, and buts. No, I'm going to take this opportunity back. No, I'm not sure about this. There's no mess around this opportunity. It's just right there. Wow. Okay. Divine Masculine's thoughts about the Divine Feminine. Okay, and Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so with the King of Swords in this union space and then the Knight of Swords in reverse, I'm getting that since the Knight of Swords kind of is communication that's really brash, and you know, you kind of say it without thinking, or it's kind of there is thoughts behind it, like this was well thought out, but it's kind of the way that it's presented, the way that it's communicated is kind of harsh or kind of blunt. Not pleasant. Since this is in reverse and there's the King of Swords here, it is unexpected how well this opportunity is presented. It's very positive. I mean, both the twin flames are in a very good mood this week. It's filled with a lot of daydreaming, possibilities, looking forward to the future, excitement for the future. So there's like a little bit of like a shock factor, a little bit of unexpected surprise that, like, when the Divine Masculine comes up with this offer or opportunity or idea, it's said in a way, it's communicated in a way that's very pleasant, well thought out, mature, and makes sense. It's just surprising to both the twin flames, even the Divine Masculines, as they're saying this to the Divine Feminines, like, wow, that came out better than I thought. Like, I didn't expect it to go so well, and it makes a lot more sense than it did in my head. Saying it out loud to the Divine Feminine, I'm glad it did, because if it didn't, like, you know, that there goes my chance. Like, then I would have blown it. But it makes sense. It's pleasant for the both of you, and yeah, let's see how this turns out. The Divine Feminine's thoughts towards the Divine Masculine. Yeah, no regrets. Okay, so right next to the the Seven of Cups, we have this Five of Cups. So what's missing there is the Six of Cups, which is the reunion card, because that would have already happened before this. So last week I said that, you know, reunion is here for many. We're in the start of union for many twin flames. So that energy comes first. These readings, I've reverted back to my old spread, tarot spread, which the energies last for a few weeks to about month and a half or so. So these energies, the start of union for many, that is going to be for the end of September into October. So this energy is obviously what follows right after. So if you saw my extended last week, we saw that, like, there might be an offer for, like, moving closer to each other, visiting each other, you know, starting a relationship, or and it's something, or not moving towards each other for a period of time for a specific reason. So there is something that the Divine Masculines offer the Divine Feminine almost immediately after physical union to kind of secure in this connection in the physical, but also because it feels right. It feels like the right thing to do, and it's divinely guided. So here the Divine Feminines are feeling like no regrets, you know. I feel comfortable about this too. The Strength card, both the cards come out in reverse. Although there is a feeling of, you know, I need to be strong in order to kind of move past something from my old life. So if this opportunity that the masculine comes up with is, for example, you know, moving in together, moving closer together, it's like, well, moving from where I live now is kind of tough for me because of friends or families, or because I already just moved, or it's not so convenient for me to move. For example, if this is starting something on the soul mission, if it's a new business or a new passion project, it's like, oh, well, I can't, you know, handle all these things in my life at once. I'll have to let go of something, and that might be my old business or my old passion project, you know, whatever it is. It's like, if it's a relationship, you know, like, oh, like, you know, in order to move closer into this relationship, I'll have to, you know, cut out some time with some of my friends in order to make room for a new relationship. So there's like a trade-off there. And Divine Feminine, it might be a little bit tough for you, but you obviously are strong. You know, we've been training for this union, so you know what to do. But it doesn't make it any less tough to go through when it finally does arrive, right? Okay, so Divine Masculines, action space towards the Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine's action space. The High Priestess, and it fell on the Ace of Pentacles. So I do feel like this is a divinely guided decision, an offer that the Divine Masculine gives to the Divine Feminines. They're using their intuition. You know how I said the Divine Masculines are kind of playing with these energies, are more in tune with these energies and having fun, kind of taking charge with these energies, you know, making decisions, taking chances, and just going with their heart, you know. So the Divine Masculines are definitely using their intuition, using their higher guidance to kind of guide them at this time, guide their decisions. Divine Masculines, action space, 8 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so the Divine Masculines don't feel any mental block here. They feel kind of free, maybe for the first time in a long time, where they feel like their mind is like cleared up. They don't feel worried about their decision. They don't feel like, oh, but if I make this decision, like, what if they say no? Like, what if it doesn't work out in the long run? What if like this and that? Like, they're not worried. They don't have anxiety about this. Like, they feel like, they feel so aligned. They feel so in the flow with the energies that they just, you know, they're going with it. They're going with it. And the Divine Feminine's action space towards Divine Masculines. Okay, wow. The 7 of Swords and the 4 of Swords, and it fell on the masculine's heart space, literally diving right into the Divine Masculine's heart. Okay, so with the 7 and 4 of Swords, what I'm actually getting with this is like 741, which 741 hertz is usually a frequency that has to do with the throat chakra, if you look at the solfeggio's frequencies. And going into the masculine's heart space, and the swords being, you know, the air element of thoughts and communication and planning, I do feel like the Divine Feminines are not shy to speak their truth about what their plans, what their thoughts are. And because it went to the Divine Masculine's heart space, like, I feel like it's received well by the Divine Masculines. Like, it is received with their heart. Like, the Divine Masculines are listening with their heart, and they're like listening really closely to these thoughts, to these ideas, to these plans that the Divine Feminine has. And it's going straight to the Divine Masculine's heart. You saw that, right? Like, right straight to it. Divine Feminines. Wow. And the Tower card. Wow. Okay. So the Divine Feminine, there is, okay, and I've been getting this for a couple of weeks now. There is some sort of divine event happening. Okay, so on a personal scale, on an individual scale, for you Divine Feminines, or for what I'm getting, it's for those that hold divine feminine or healed divine feminine energy. And so I'm talking to all of you, whether you're male or female or see yourself as a divine feminine or divine masculine, because just because you're watching this video, you do have more healed divine feminine with energies within you than most of the collective, because we know that humanity in recent years have had, you know, kind of toxic masculine energies, basically masculine energies that needed to be healed, and the lack of healed feminine energies or acknowledgement of their feminine energies as a whole, you know. And we see this like with the awakening, because people are awakening to their more feminine side, their more intuitive side, you know, the more receptive to energies and people's emotions and their own emotions and their inner worlds more. Wow. So I did get this message for light workers in general. For a few weeks now, I've been getting this, that there is some sort of divine event happening, but I've been trying to get details of it, and I cannot. They won't show me what's beyond that. They won't show me what the event is, but they're showing me what's going to happen in the next, the end of this year and the next 4 to 7 years. I got that message, but what this specific divine event is, I haven't been shown. It just happens out of nowhere. Like, it's just, they just come and grab you, and it's like, time to go, light worker. It's time to go, twin flame. So I did get that message. I do think it's important for me to just say it in this video, at least, to give heads up to the light workers that are watching this video. Yeah, on an individual scale for twin flames, for the divine feminine, there may be a divine event that occurs. I'm going to pull an extra clarifier. Wow, okay. The Devil card and the Two of... Okay. This is a test of sorts. There will be something that comes up. You know how we said like the old cycle overlaps with the new cycle? So you have things that you're finishing up even when you start the new cycle. This is a big one. This is a tough one. It might feel like a tower moment. It might feel like, wow, I dealt with this karmic situation, whether it's a person or a habit or just a negative energy that was in your life that you got rid of. And I feel like if you're coming into union at this point, you know, you dealt with this, you healed this, you put this away a while back, but this is coming up. Wow, yeah. Interesting. I'm going to pull an extra clarifier. Yeah, it's happening soon for a lot of you. This kind of last test. It's a big one, but it's really, really good to get this test over with now, because then you're going to be deployed. Like, you know, twin flames and light workers, like, a lot of people are awakening at this time. A lot of things are going down the end of this year. Your service is needed. So it's kind of good to kind of just get this out of the way, have it done. You're already in the new cycle. There's a lot of joy here, a lot of fun. I mean, you're connecting with your twin flame, you're connecting with soul family members, you're connecting with your higher guidance and your support team, your spirit team, in a very beautiful, positive way. This is just proof how ready you are. You're gonna ace this test, like, with flying colors. This is nothing. This is, you know, it's just a mosquito bite now. It's nothing. You're gonna brush it off your shoulder, like, huh, that was it. Because you become so much stronger during this time, during this journey. You might not even notice it until this test comes around. It's like, wow, look at me now. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you resonated with this reading, please check out the extended Vimeo reading that I have the link for down in the description box. We're going to look into not just the end of September, but what's coming up in October. So I'm Natalie, reminding you to stay mostly in the moment, and I wish you so much love, light, and peace. And then 4 to 7 months, that's going to be initiated. It's going to be very, very quick. Things are happening very quickly now. You become like ride or die couple. You know, this is our life's mission. And I love you so much more because you guys went through similar experiences. Like, they're like, hey, I'm coming, but I'm bringing such beautiful money energies with me.